Actually, we gonna go career first. Yo, what's good? Sorry if you new, subscribe, man. I'm gonna be going in and out because I got music playing in the back, and I ain't trying to get copyrighted. But you know, we we going to the league right now. After this, we finna hit back to ShowDown and upgrade my defense. But I gotta upgrade some damn abilities real quick. Fast drag racing on the go car. Yo, y'all boys, let me know something in the chat, man. Don't be no ghost. Let me know something. We be rolling. Sunshine in the Hellcat and the guns calling. Emotion. Mm. 200 about another.
It's week 9 of the 2024 season, and at center stage, it's the Raiders' superstar running back, who's in the midst of what's been the greatest single season for a running back in NFL history. It's the Raiders and the...
Your shawty pushing me in the face. Put some pineapple on my waist.
Plowing up the middle.
Slide. Oh, yeah, we going.
Through midfield. That's the 30. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Oh, baby. He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that...
I bet that bitch go block all these stops up in the field. You know, jump out of it. Start racing in the Hellcat like a
Here's the give.
He thought, how that way took the wrong angle.
The 45.
Yeah, racing in the
sideline inside the 30.
I don't even get
Into the
touched.
end zone, touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders need only one to take the lead. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays. Why even call a different one?
You know, I'm gonna just start recording right now inside. So this is gonna be the video. So you walk in the screen, it's gonna be the YouTube video. Right? I'm gonna just record the whole time me playing NFL. So I gotta keep on going back for clips and shit. They coming out with straight horror movie. A new horror movie every day.
Trying the handoff.
Get off me.
Gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. Second down now, 7 to go.
Pretty good time, man.
Minshew.
Good time, man. That boy got us like a pancake.
Continuing to move past the
1, 2,
45.
3, 4, bitch niggas gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4, bitch niggas gotta go.
It's a gain of
1, 2,
19 on
3, 4,
the play.
bitch niggas gotta
And that's
go.
a
1,
Vegas
2,
first
3,
down.
4.
With that down
I
the
just
distance,
wanna
this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Minshew to throw. Gets it to him on the screen.
We need
And
to
they
fly,
get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting his dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Top 27, man.
They hand this one off.
On the block when we be stepping,
He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got...
I never see that Wilson playing. That's my bitch, but I heard you scream. That's all right. I'm gonna keep something in my brains. And like that, man. We ain't got no chest cars.
Going ground here. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your...
Has a hole left, room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, I think they would have been happy just getting a new set of downs, Brock. Instead, he hits a home run.
Yeah, I got Gronkowski broadcasting the game and shit.
He hands it off.
They're trying to take the right over.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back to throw, Minshew. Caught by his back. Here he goes again. Inside the 40. He's to the 20. Oh, and he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders making a 3-possession game. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them had...
Am I dying out in I call that Benny. Yeah, I got a track out with the VVN. Come alright. Don't worry. Don't cry.
Minshew setting up to throw. Finds his back complete. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. And a lot of things Jerry Rice did we might never see equaled again. But that's what he's just done here. It's his 22nd touchdown catch of the season. That matches the career best of Rice and puts him one behind the NFL record. There's the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Trying to make me stiff this, man.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I ain't trying to get attached to no stiff one, though.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing here, Minshew. That one's complete, right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Minshew working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Gotta hurry this to the line. Sticking in the air with Minshew. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline off.
Touchdown! So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
It's a dent in the side. She said,
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back.
I ain't gonna lie, they might as well start making Maddens at Madden25. Start making 2Ks at 2K25 and just restart the games from there and just keep that one Madden instead of making a new game. I ain't gonna lie. Trying to keep my head on. I'm gonna carry on. We gonna rest, coach. We don't need extra practice. Shit. Trying to keep my head on. Spread the land like I'm Bruce Wayne. His head said, I got my ear itching.
It's week 11 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' superstar running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Raiders and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be... The Raiders offense rested and ready coming off the open week in their schedule. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back. Minshew sets to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, nice move. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle.
Damn.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often.
Offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with his second touchdown. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a handoff running through the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit halftime all even at halftime over. Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season.
We don't know Trump added some damn other stuff.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights through and now a crease. He's still on his feet. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
But I ain't gonna lie, he do look like what Travis Landry guys would like if he still played for the Dolphins. If he still played football. So that was like the best Dolphins receiver. Shit.
Visitors offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest.
Boy, it's going to be blowing the hole up. This drive, watch this. They stacking. Ooh, they blitzing too. Ooh. I'd be a fool if I ran that ball in this play.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll go play action here with Minshew.
He got his eye.
Rush, and down he goes.
He got his eye.
Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Minshew. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Here's Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I'm going for the touchdown this time.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're trying to get my X
Not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make
the Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
I'm big in money so man I can.
Minshew. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Minshew. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Yeah, I can't run. I'm going to keep my eyes fat.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh!
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Hey, that boy had the whole game in his hands.
Just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively.
I gotta get it right.
And now it brings up third down.
Yo,
play
action,
they'll throw.
Ooh, that's tough, man.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now.
That boy Jacoby Myers just went crazy for the game. That's crazy. He just stole my shine.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Everything's an automatic, cause I'm gonna miss like I made it all the box of the gun. Ain't got no trust for a bitch on me. That's what I do. I had for every time I cry. I probably be a trainer, yeah. I probably be a trainer. 2 paper cups and I don't find you lost. I don't want to move around. Until they're around you. You know I love myself.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' bruising running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's
They'll run here on first down. Across the 45 and still going. He's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back-to-back carries here. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. Runs inside the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for Raiders first. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
That's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive.
I got an X fighter. He gonna see the play. Oh no,
changing things up. They're gonna throw now. Scores! Touchdown, Las Vegas! The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the first. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was
back to the base, nigga. Back to the base. Back to the base, nigga. Back to the base. Back to the base, nigga. Back to the base. Back to the base.
On first down, they'll run. He's out in the clear.
Come on, he hating. He got him in that block.
Until he's got a huge
Elbow
gain
his eye.
and a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Just like the ocean.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And this is now a 100-yard gain for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. First down, ball at the 36. Here's the handoff. He found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders looking for a score before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Right up the gut. Has some space inside the 15.
Mira.
And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receiver.
Joe Barrow for MVP. He ain't do shit. That nigga don't be doing nothing every season. But he always pop up in the top 3 for MVP. That's how you know the NFL be rigged.
Handoff to the back. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Makes the handoff, now Minshew. Hits his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play action, it's Minshew.
Holy shot the money!
But I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about.
No.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Oh,
so now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Minshew. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
We touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. One last play before the break.
One last play.
One final shot before halftime. Dump off caught by his back.
Damn, she jinxed it. Man, I trying to commentate everything before the last play. I heard you. Damn. It's on someone last play before halftime.
We've reached the midway point of this one, and the visiting Broncos gonna have...
Quarterback tripping. He need to.
1st and 10, Minshew.
He need to complete a pass for once.
Completed to his running back. Again, he's got room.
Oh, he done knocked him off. He good.
He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Give now to the running back. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up
Tell me I
second and
still
10.
match back. This got me popped in the backfield.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds his back complete. A lot of grass ahead.
He could have picked up that block, though. I gotta score.
And he's in, touchdown.
It's trying to sabotage.
The Raiders now lead by 10.
He could have picked up that block.
Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Minshew on first down. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And as they keep going to him, he's now up across 200 yards in what's become one of the most productive games he's had so far in his career. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the... 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Still going.
One person on the edge, never get blocked.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage.
Run it up.
Anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up.
I thought I lost my
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Still has room inside the 15. Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot. But on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And, yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Night is again.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.
All the way. Korea. I go skirt. It's mine.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' superstar running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns.
Come on, like, what's the point of you blocking? You ain't gonna make the block, nigga. Hold on, I gotta move that.
Chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's like they holding me back.
Gets him around 6 there. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's gonna be 3rd and 5.
That's the hold back, really.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's tackled
We
with
ain't
the first
never
down
discussed
yardage.
that play right now. I know they got nervous. Hold on, let me break the ice. He don't even know what play I just started. They got me playing nervous and scared
We get a look at his
against the
rushing
Chiefs.
numbers from last week here. What
Come
he was
on,
able to do
bro.
in support of that win.
Oh, he playing that on at home too.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw.
Oh,
Incomplete there on 2nd down,
come
but boy, a
on, we
risky
tripping,
throw
bro.
and a check
I
down of all
can't
things. Really picked off and headed the other
go
way.
3 and out right now against the damn Chiefs, bro. Just can't.
3rd and short. Here's
I
Minshew.
refuse to go 3 and out right now.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A successful opening drive.
They might have stopped the run
nearing field goal
game.
range now. It's 1st down at the 41. Minshew looking to throw. He's got a man left.
They ain't started
The end result
pass.
there, 15 yards and a first. They've been leaving him open, and that is something they're going to have to button up in the near future, Brock, considering the type of start this guy is having.
Yeah, this running back's making all sorts of friends with his buddies in his offensive huddle. Enemies on the other side, but this
You
kind
didn't
of
hear the play?
production means everybody's going to get to eat today.
All right, man. I guess you ain't hit the play.
Has some space
Y'all
inside
better
the
block.
15. Runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week, so how...
Midnight Rider. Yeah, now they put Patrick Mahomes up because we playing the Chiefs. He was just at down top 5 last week. Salt Lake City covered up in snow. catch a ride off me.
Green grass ahead. 20, 15.
I gotta score. Ooh, that's the play. That's the play right there. That's the play right there, boy. I done stiff on 2 niggas and broke the tackle in 1 play.
And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach
that number 20 boy, he wanted that tackle so bad.
Defensively, not every missed tackle is
So
the
you know
same.
you're gonna
And
get
maybe
put
on
some
the stat sheet,
ESPN and the SD.
sometimes that helps finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense.
What's the name? The Chiefs to be 6-5, and Patrick Mahomes still top 3 quarterback. I mean top 3 people. That's say a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really loud as hell.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Has him on the quick hitter.
Oh, yeah, they gone. He gone.
There he goes again.
I want to steal this nigga for fun. They came back. They came back.
Before they
Fighting.
finally take him down. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. From the red zone now. And that's caught. Touchdown.
I mean, that was a good play. I wanted that touchdown.
The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half.
I ain't gonna lie, they better be getting hella money from Old Spice. They
that
have
score,
every
he's
commercial.
reached the benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns and Find to see left side. He's off to the races. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Oh, you love to see it. Some tough running, kept him moving there, and gave him a chance to reach the end zone.
There's a few things that separate the good running backs from the great running backs, and it was on display right there. Your ability to shed tackles. That's the difference, and that's what translates to touchdowns.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Too tranquil, brings him to the ground. 2nd and 10.
I ain't got no damn trucking.
They give it to him again. Still working past the 40. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. Plowing up the middle. Works his way to the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Oh, you right. I can see you. I'm still running right there.
Here's the give.
Who trying to stop him here? They trying to stop him here. Hold on.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing now off play action. He's got it near the end. He has the touchdown. Throwing on first is Minshew. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So we're... Second and 3 now. From the 37. Setting up the screen. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Minshew setting up to throw. Setting up the running back screen. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Dumped off to his running back. And in for the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And I doubt they're going to be doing much shopping today, Brock. Probably more ice baths and relaxation ahead after getting the victory on this Black Friday.
Hold on, chat. I'm about to go eat real quick. I'm gonna get back on though. So whoever watching, do y'all want to sit on the screen or y'all want me to end screen and come back when I'm done eating? Let me know in the chat before I end screen. Should I end screen and come back or leave screen on? I'll be back in a little minute. I'm gonna just let this game play. I want to watch entertaining. Put the entertaining game on. Hold on. We gonna do Chiefs and the Dolphins. Nah, I want to see Jacksonville versus the Ravens.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing but it's been the inconsistency. Protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Third and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. It'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. He'll get this out to the left flat. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On play action, here's Jackson. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He'll try to run. He is in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Kirk is the motion man. Lawrence now on 2nd down. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 1st down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's going to tuck it. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. you're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds. The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Brian Thomas, touchdown, Jacksonville. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now it is first and goal. Lawrence. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. They'll look to run. It's Etienne. Powering forward. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A first down throw for Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Third and a yard. Bateman is the motion man. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Jags offense headed back to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Second down and 8. They go play action for Lawrence. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be third down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Logan Cook now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Sims now to return it. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now to throw on first down. This one caught downfield by Flowers. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Raven first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. No motion over Flowers. Jackson now on second down. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Point after now from Tucker. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Lawrence now to throw on first down. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Second down, Lawrence. And they bring him down to none until he gets the 45-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On first and 10, Lawrence.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. to throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Ravens offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Darnell Savage. Terrific coverage there. Able to get a hand on it.
teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, Tucker is back out. After making the field goal, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jaguars offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Goes off in motion. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he's got got this up close to the 35-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That is brought in. And he will score. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens up their lead. It's now 24-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Gabe Davis. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Etienne. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The carry here for Etienne. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Kirk is the motion man. Here's Lawrence. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Man in motion here is Washington. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, a give to ETN. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now here's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the gun, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Jackson now on 2nd down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Pistol give to Henry.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On play action, here's Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. We've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Jackson going up top and looking for Andrews.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. So now this team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll get this out quickly to his left. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence on the draw is ETN. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and were not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And he's into the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Little on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars back within 10. It's now 24-14. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Aguilar able to make the catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
To the air one more time with Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, it's Jackson. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson up top again. He'll find Aguilar. Complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Hardy now with the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. First down throw for Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Aguilar goes off in motion. On second down, here's a run with Henry. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll go again here with Henry. Ravens sending the punt team out there. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Here's a designed run. Whoa! Trying to avoid tackles there, but the ball is out. One of the Ravens has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 2. Jackson now. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
This team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And that one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Kirk is the motion man. Quick throw, taken in. It is 3rd and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Foye Oluokun with the play. Second down and 8. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. He fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
They go play action for Lawrence. He runs with it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Kirk is the motion man. Second down, Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. This one complete to Washington. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. A first down throw for Lawrence. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Ryan Thomas, touchdown Jaguars.
Still first down.
Now it is 1st and goal. We'll run the toss here to Etienne. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's into the end zone yet again. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars are back within 6. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson on 3rd and 2. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
This is Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
On 3rd down, Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To the air one more time with Jackson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Aguilar goes off in motion. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Back to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Washington now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. Strong. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Kirk is the motion man. Lawrence now on 2nd down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's got another one. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. First down throw for Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And the tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Jackson now to throw on first down. A pass pulled in by Henry.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake. Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry, touchdown.
All right, I'm back, Ty.
That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
I think I gotta take another shot. I think I gotta take another shot. Put your lemon on me, baby. Your lemon on me, baby. Ski, word again. Oh my God, Becky, look at her, but don't she? That's one photo. You already know though. You only live once. A model, yellow. We watch it every day. Can't see it with the money in the face. I'm gonna play one ShowDown game, and then I'm finna, you feel me? You know what? I'm gonna play one the career. Nah, hell nah. I'm gonna play one ShowDown. I'm gonna play one ShowDown game for the Dusties. I'm thinking I'll come back, play League, and then win a Super Bowl, and then after that. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna play League when I get back. Let me play this ShowDown game first. I don't wanna let me out. Put your loving on me, baby. Your loving on me, baby. I don't wanna let me out. Put your loving on me. On vanilla, baby. That's some nice killer, baby. I get love in Detroit, light skillet, baby. Saquon.
Get it? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's a Saquon event, so I'm gonna step back and catch this pig. This the real defender party. You cannot get in. I can pick your names. And we gone to the touchdown. You hear me? Grr, boom, boom. Grr, boom. That's it. Okay. Cutter. Certified cutter. More certified cutter. I gotta get him. I gotta get him. Of course, it's Saquon with a rolling. All right, bitch. We going back to back then. We going back to back then. How they stacking up with them hits like that? Come on. They don't even want to touch me.
Real quick. Nice one. Nice one.
Ooh. Gotta be quicker than that. And they took my 3 points.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Gotta throw it to Saquon. Ooh, come here.
Ready?
That's supposed to be a pick, but
ready.
let me get him right. Put him right here. Put him right here.
Ready.
He ain't gonna try me. Let a nigga try me. Try me. Let a nigga try me. Try me. And I ain't playing with nobody. But I ain't gonna catch a body. Let a nigga try me. Try me. Go behind, I'ma catch a body. And I ain't playing with nobody. Crying, I'ma catch a body. I really hate niggas. I'm a Nazi. Love when no black. You should see my closet. I rock it all white when I'm feeling godly. Yeah, I don't need some, but you need to. You mad at your people. Why these niggas hating, paying, but playing crazy, go disintegrating. If we ain't playing, there's no shade. Turn up the lemonade. Squeeze a lemonade. Squeeze a lemon to some lemonade. Bitch, I got the trade with a 40. I ain't playing games with you, shorty. Here you go, you get poly. Give me money. Write it all white and anime Morgans. Yeah. Little bit, try me. I'ma eat that just like I'm a zombie. And I ain't playing with nobody. Come around and you won't catch a body. Yeah. Let a nigga try me. And I ain't playing with nobody. Fuck around and I'ma catch a body. Fuck around and I'ma catch a body. Yeah.
Okay, ready? Cowboy 80.
You gotta be running.
Set up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Let a nigga try me. You gon' throw a safety, I'ma catch a body. Beach, he ready to catch a body. Ooh, he like it. I'm throwing that shit way out too. Wait, that's him. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, nah. If you could overthrow, you definitely could throw a regular pass. If your science is right. Oh, this bitch ass. Yo, bro, you need to catch one, man. Catch one. And they changed the camera angle mid-play. You can't even do that. So how do you let me do that for that one play? Come on, man.
Here we go, set. 1918. Ready, go.
That shit supposed to be scrap. Ooh, boy. Ooh, that would make it perfect. But this nigga was open for 10 seconds. 10 seconds before he threw that shit. That shit could have got ugly real quick. Ooh. He did that toe tap animation and all. And they still changed my camera angle too. Look what this happening. We going. Oh, they trying to get their safety back. Alright.
Let's go.
They trying to get their safety back, man. Get off me. Get the fuck off me, man. You know who I am? You know who the fuck I am? I'm the champ, I'm the king. I'll cut your fucking head off and eat your fucking ears. I'm a monster. I'm a maniac. I'm insane.
Hey, Ozzy!
Oh shit. Ooh, boy, I thought I was gonna put the fucking pit while I say that. I'll take your heart out. It's the perfect defense for Saquon. Hold on. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. I forgot they got Tyreek Hill and Saquon. That's cheating, bro. How you get Tyreek and Saquon on the team? Good shit. Good shit.
Hey, middle.
Ooh, me. This nigga Tyreek a freak. Man. He always want nigga meat. Oh, yeah. Oh, he knocked it out. Do a skinny eye post, man. Good shit. Good shit. That was a long guy's play. For the game. 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 Get out, bro. Get out. We gone. And she twerk. And she twerk. And she twerk. I say I grab her on the boat. That booty. Ratatouille. Ratatouille. I got too many hoes right there. She said I got too many. I got too many hoes right there. And she twerk. And she work. And she twerk. I said she grabbing her on Matilda. Matilda. So I smacked down but the booty. She said I got too many. I got too many hoes right there. She said I got too many. I got too many hoes right there. And she twerk. And she work. And she twerk. I'm gonna get all right now. I'm gonna just let that bit hit. You know what? I ain't even gonna let it hit 3 hours. I'm gonna just get off right now and then get back on in a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just waiting for this shit to hit 3 hours. And as soon as that shit hit 3 hours, I'm gone. I'm done screaming for the day. I mean, for right now. I'm telling you, like, as soon as that bit hit 3 hours, I'm just gonna get off this shit and then, go back to the regular program. I ain't gonna get on GTA though. I'm gonna just get back on and do the same shit. But if you new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube. Make sure if you ain't on my YouTube, you go to the Twitch. If you seen us on Twitch, go to my Twitch. If you seen us on YouTube, go to my YouTube. Just go to the profile and all that stuff gonna be up there. Join the Discord too. If you got Discord, join the Discord. I'll be on there too. You feel me? I've been on the game for a little bit. I say all in total, I've probably been in the game for like 1 hour and 30 minutes. But man, I'm finna get off, take me a little break, and I hope y'all boys enjoy the vid. But as soon as that shit hit 3 hours, we gone. So